People of every age, every gender, every race and religion can relate to the very normal, very regular, very gross functions of the human body and the humor that can be derived from them when they are openly discussed and also mimicked with hands and armpits. The 1980s saw a boom of toy lines with unique gimmicks, each simultaneously playing to the interest of consumer trends while attempting to establish themselves as being wholly original and occupying a singular space in the market. Several of them tapped into the base understanding of gross-out humor and scary monsters. One of them let you take all of that outside and literally throw it at your friends. Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is the history of Madballs. Madballs were a 1985 line of foam. I don't want to say Nerf-like balls, but there's no better way to describe balls made out of foam that is more immediately relatable than to say Nerf-like balls. But if those Nerf balls also had gross monster faces, Madballs are like if a Nerf ball and a Garbage Pail Kid had a baby. They were released by Amtoy, the then toy wing of American Greetings. American Greetings is the company best known for their, I don't want to say American greeting cards, but American Greetings is also very well known for some of their other popular toy licenses at the time: Strawberry Shortcake, Care Bears, My Pet Monster, and of course Ring Raiders, all of which were created by American Greetings' in-house toy design and development group called Those Characters from Cleveland, or sometimes abbreviated TCFC. Does stuff on screen go this way? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you always.
Because I always go this way.
It's fine.
I always go left to right.
Makes me laugh.
The first wave featured 8 different Madballs: Screaming Mimi, Slobulus, Arg, Dustbrain, Hornhead, Oculus Orbis, Skullface, and Bashbrain. Initial reaction was moderately positive. Madballs had been positioned perfectly as a toy that not only had the gross out appeal, but could actually be played with like a real ball. They weren't the most aerodynamic balls and probably didn't meet any of the regulations for use in organized sports, but that wasn't the point. If they flew through the air weird, if they flopped about, if they were hard to catch, that was the point. They were collectible and fun to play with outside. A second wave of 8 more Madballs followed, and the line was expanded with larger scale Super Madballs, allowing crossover into other sports like basketball, American football, and international football or soccer. There were wind-up Madballs, a line of squirting Madballs, and the characters were featured on licensed properties like lunchboxes and wrapping paper. When the ball format of Madballs wasn't enough, as action figures ruled the day, Amtoy released a series of head-poppin' Madballs which answered the question: if Madballs had bodies, what would they look like? And could that living nightmare ride a motorcycle while shooting hoops at the same time?
Madballs are now busting out on video cassette. Follow the bouncing balls in their animated premiere as they rock and roll their way across the galaxy. And be sure to catch our mobile box display to help make your customers go wild, go crazy, go totally mad. Let the good times roll. Catch the Madballs.
Madballs didn't have an animated series to drive the mythology of the brand, but in 1986, in cooperation with Canadian animation studio Nelvana, Madballs were featured in a single 22-minute pilot episode released on VHS called Escape from Orb. The single episode established the home planet Orb and their membership in a rebellious rock band fighting back against the tyrannical oppression of the Bad Balls. That was followed up by another single episode short in 1987 called Madballs Gross Jokes, which played out like an episode of Monty Python mixed with You Can't Do That on Television. Kids, ask your parents what television was and why you couldn't do things on it. Star Comics, the kids' comics division of Marvel Comics, produced 10 issues of Madballs in an annual from 1986 through 1988. In 1987, Ocean Software released a game that was, it says here, freaky fun for everyone. Let's go to the tape and see what that looks like.
I warned you! Artillery!
Madballs were out of the public consciousness before the 90s began, but that has never stopped a single 80s brand, and Madballs were no different. In 2007, Art Asylum acquired the rights to Madballs from American Greetings, partnered up with toy manufacturer Basic Fun, and released Madballs with new sculpts and paint applications. Nearly every original character was redesigned, and they also introduced the first new Madballs characters since the line ended in 1988. But 2 years was enough for Art Asylum and Basic Fun. The line would languish for another 8 years before toy company and designer brand Kid Robot acquired a license to produce their own new remakes of several of the classic Madballs characters, as well as Madballs inspired by classic horror icons like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Leatherface, Predator, an alien xenomorph, and a facehugger. And finally, in 2017, Just Play Incorporated, in cooperation with TCFC/American Greetings, released a newly redesigned set of Madballs featuring original characters from the 80s line and a few new additions. This time they are supported not only by the toys themselves, but a full complement of apparel, games on your phone, appearances in the big-budget Steven Spielberg-helmed summer blockbuster Ready Player One, and, the way you know something is truly a success, their very own channel here on YouTube. When they debuted in the 80s, they were a fresh new concept marketed to kids specifically, but today they cross demographic lines for anyone who can appreciate their inherent nostalgic quality or their successful marriage of gross-out humor, scary monsters, and throwing things. Check the audio, come back. Thanks for watching. Please hit like, hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you very much to those of you who already are. Please share this video, and if you're in the position to help the channel grow, visit our Patreon at patreon.com/toygalaxy. Let us know in the comments down below if Madballs were or are your thing. How important is throwing things in your consideration of the toys that you buy? Scale of 1 to 10. 1 being not throwing, 10 being throwing all of them.
10.
All right.
Cut.